There's another article here. I think it's the New York Post. There's a writer called Molly Knight. She's not really in this equation anymore, but she's the reason why this narrative was spent so much. And actually speaking, she hit her Instagram, hit her Twitter, because she's trying to run away from the fact
they're shitting on her now?
She's the one that put out there that he damaged her physically.
Wow, look at this.
So, yeah, I'm gonna read this. Someone read this.
I'll read it. I can
Yeah. No, I got it.
You got it? Go ahead.
Yeah. It says in February, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office announced that it would not be pressing charges over sexual assault allegations that the former Cy Young winner faced last year. Before that, a judge in California Superior Court denied the accuser's request for a restraining order. That's interesting. Bauer was accused of punching and choking a woman unconscious during sex. The pitcher admitted to having rough sex with the accuser, but said it was consensual. During the case, Bauer's attorney claimed that the pitcher had text messages from the accuser, quote, involving requests to be choked out and slapped in the face. And that the, quote, woman spent the night and left without incident, continuing to message Mr. Bauer with friendly and flirtatious banter. In the lawsuit against Knight and The Athletic, Bauer's attorneys claimed that Knight and The Athletic, quote, defamed Mr. Bauer by creating and spreading the false narrative that Mr. Bauer fractured the complainant's skull. Bauer's attorney at Kinswella, Weitzman, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Jesus Christ. Had a suit on Tuesday. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. God, it's like 5 partners. In the United States District Court of District, the United States District Court, Central District of California Western Division. Yeah. Wow, unbelievable. We'll finish this up here. There was no basis for that assertion because the complainant's own medical records. I'm just going to skip to the last part. Yeah. Basically, they had all of the evidence they needed to exonerate him, but they did not allow. That was quote unquote non-admissible, and they still didn't prosecute.
Why did they say it was non-admissible? Because a lot of stuff is being made non-admissible now, isn't it?
That's the $1 million question.
This lady took the woman's side without having any facts.
Unbelievable.
Off rip.
You want to know who else did this?
Who?
A woman who used to write for the Chapel Hill newspaper when the Duke lacrosse thing came out.
Oh, there you go.
You guys got to check out. It's called Fantastic Lies, ESPN 30 for 30. This woman, the day after this happened, you know who you are. You guys were all there, blah, 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 blah. And then in the documentary, when they were all exonerated, well, I think I might have rushed. You think? Listen, man, this man's life has been, and he's lucky. He has actually quite a good attitude about this. But if I were him, I'm going scorched earth. I'm getting everybody because they cost this man almost $40 million.
But imagine a woman that wasn't even there, didn't even know what was going on, took her side, the girl's side, right? Put a narrative out there for the whole world to see, and then it's hiding because it's false.
There you go. Where you at now?
Gone.
Unbelievable.
Radio silent.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy, bro.
And what's going to happen to Miss Hill? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen to her. And just like women are incentivized to divorce their husbands, women are now incentivized to go after professional athletes and make these false accusations. It's ridiculous.
Molly Knight and this Miss Hill, nothing happened to them.
Nothing.
After all that bullshit. And his career is finished.
Yeah,
he's only 30. He's only 32, and my guess is that another major league team will give him a shot. He's not getting those 2 years back though. He went and pitched in Nippon, Japan. Listen, I'm sure that kept his arm warm, but that ain't like pitching in Major League Baseball.
$36 million gone.
Yeah,
there needs to be legal penalties for people who make these false accusations.
There should be.
Absolutely.
Women should.
How many times do we see this?
Accusations should go to prison for the amount of time that the guy would have had to go for the accusation.
And I like it. And the emotional stress and everything that the dude goes through.
The financial opportunities, because the thing is that an allegation destroys you, even if it's found to not be true. Like, I remember when this story broke out before, it already ruined his image. Like, now, because here's the thing: when it first pops off, the amount of clout and attention it gets will never compare to when they're vindicated and it wasn't true. It never compares. You look at Trevor Bauer, you look at Russell Brand, you look at Andrew Tate, Trump, Kobe Bryant, Johnny Depp, like all these guys. When it broke, it hurt them significantly. But when the information comes out that they were lying or whatever, people don't know. Kobe's
noticeably radio silent.
She made like a rap song about it. Like, dude, these chicks are literally just chasing clout, making a bunch of money. And the problem is this: we reward women for making false accusations. Look, Amber Heard, I think, is getting another actress role. So it's like,
really?
But when Johnny Depp got accused, the Pirates of the Caribbean got rid of him.
They canceled contract.
The only people that stuck with him was the clone
company.
So, bro, it's
crazy, just out to your point as well. So this happens, right, to a guy, and let's say he gets vindicated and he's good to go. No one does the research to say if he was right or wrong.
Right.
And they had to say, oh, he's a rapist.
Yes.
Automatically.
Yeah.
All of the headlines,
Stick with
Trevor
you forever.
Bauer, and I've already forgotten the bitch's name, and this woman settle out of court as if they were damaged in some way. No.
Yeah.
Here's another telltale sign that a claim is bullshit. When someone has a tort when someone is accused of something and the person that's accused countersues, you know that person who's countersuing always full of shit. I'm suing her for defamation. Well, I'm suing you for emotional distress. You knew it was bullshit. It's
Amber Heard did that,
ridiculous.
didn't she?
Yep,
Amber
of
Heard
course.
countersued.
Yep, Johnny Depp
Yeah.
sued her. Amber Heard countersued. She
Yeah.
lost. That is the telltale sign that an allegation is bullshit. When she gets sued and then she decides to countersue.
And here's the thing, too, that I want to let people know. Like, these guys that I mentioned, have the resources and money to fight this shit.
Yeah.
A
Yep.
regular guy
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yep.
Like, Johnny Depp, when that stuff came out, everyone, literally, he was blacklisted in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he recorded those conversations
There
with
you
her,
go.
and he had that evidence, which, by the way, recording someone surreptitiously without their knowledge is a crime in a lot of states when it's one party.
Sure.
But if he had not had that, they would have went ahead and said, oh, he's a rapist, he did this, blah, blah. But then we found out, no, Amber Heard's crazy. She shit in the bed. She hit him with a bottle. She was
Yeah.
actually the real abuser. But we went ahead in the court of public appeal and we believed her. Thank God that trial was televised and everyone was able to see. And I think that was really the first big situation where
Yeah.
people are like, okay, you know what?
Maybe women
these
do
women are
lie.
lying. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But and people are starting now with like Russell Brand, with Andrew Tate, etc. People are starting to be a little bit more
Questioning.
skeptical of these
Yeah.
women. But bro, it took Johnny Depp breaking the law, committing a felony, right, to protect himself.
Dude,
Yeah.
you took
Think
the
about that.
you took the words right out of my mouth. We live in a world where a man doing what's necessary to protect himself is a crime.
Wild.
Well,
It's insane.
It troubles me a bit about the inadmissible evidence because I've heard that
Dude.
that is also the case in the UK. Like certain things which should be evidence,
Yes.
it should be like, look at this, is seen as inadmissible.
Right.
So
Right.
that's-
yeah.
that's
Well,
a big
Your
problem.
Honor, I have video of me.
Yeah,
doing things, and
yeah.
she looks like you don't see any resistance. Well, sorry, Mr. Sharpe, this is inadmissible because she didn't know she was being filmed. Well, what happens if she decides to falsely accuse me of EPAR? Then what am I supposed to do?
There should at least. Why is there never?
That's wild.
Why is there
Crazy shit,
never
man.
anonymity for the accused as well? Why is that not a thing?
Why
That's-
is there anonymity?
No, is there not anonymity for the accused?
Oh, there
It's
is.
it's because
There are.
it's
Sometimes.
called the rape shield. Oh, the
no,
accused.
the accused.
Because
Oh.
the accused is a man, Troy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
accused
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
man.
yeah. You're
That's
right.
why they
Yeah.
want to drag the man out there guilty till proven innocent, while keeping her identity a secret. And even when it's made public, just like you said, when the story breaks, it never has as much coverage.
Actually, luckily for him, she went public. She did multiple interviews actually with people talking about the subject.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
It worked
Like,
out
why
for
would you
him.
do
Oh,
that?
so she's a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, she wanted clout. I mean, you could look at in the NBA, like Derrick Rose, same
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, dude, I wrote about that in Return of Kings.
Yeah, like-
Jonathan Kane from the Jonathan Taves from the Chicago Blackhawks. Same thing. He raped me. Nope, he didn't. She tried, and it's funny because a lot of these women try to take him to civil court. They never try to take him to criminal court. Here's what they do: they have sex with the guy, then they go to the cops and try to get a restraining order. That's what gets the criminal element involved. They don't want the criminal element to get involved
Nah,
because,
of course not.
right? Because the standard of proof in a court of law, as you know, is guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. However, in civil court, where people are getting sued, the standard of proof is a preponderance of the evidence, which means, and I'm not a lawyer, which means that based on the evidence given, it is more likely than not that the accused is guilty.
51% versus 49%.
There you go.
Literally
This is why
nothing.
OJ was not guilty in criminal court, but was held responsible in civil court.
Yeah.
Women know this. They also know that the standard of proof is even lower in the court of public opinion, which then influences the court's opinion. It's all, dude. It's all, and it's an economic thing too. The reason why men aren't protected is because it's not financially advantageous to the economy to protect men from women. That's why.